Hey friends, it's Haya Grossberg here, and I was thinking about another obstacle I have to self-care, and I'd like to make this series actually quite focused on obstacles to self-care, because it's like, who wants to talk about all the self-care practices that we already know? Why not talk about what's actually hard for us? Because I think that will actually help us to improve our self-care rather than just listing things like yoga, meditation, and exercise, and eating healthy, which is kind of boring, I think, because we already know about all those things. But when we have a challenge with self-care, it's because knowing all those things is not enough. So one of my challenges with self-care that just came up that I just thought of is trying to optimize, like feeling like I always have to be efficient with my time or get as much done as possible, or even like capitalize on everything, like, oh, I have this spare amount of time, so I need to do something that will help me reach my goals in that time. And like, on one hand that can be great, but on the other hand it can be kind of stressful and like not really leave enough space for spontaneity. And but I think like the stressful part for me is sort of like that, like how it is also stressful to not get done the things that I want to, or to waste time, or to like spend time that I could have been doing something creative, like just wasting it scrolling on the internet or something like that. And just like the kind of push-pull between wanting to be spontaneous and then like this kind of idea that I should schedule and structure my time and be as efficient as possible and so forth. And I know this video is kind of like a really funny lighting, but I'm sitting in my car right now to get the sun. And, not every video has to look the same. You don't always have to see the full face in the right light. And I think that the self-care practice for me that's like the most really key right now is like finding ways to really be present, and like what types of creative practices and things help me to like feel really actually alive and free in this moment. And that will then transfer to other moments where I can just kind of like let go of things and just be there, actually be there in my life, living it. Not worrying about the future, not fretting about the past, but actually just like seeing everything that's right in front of me right now, in a kind of psychedelic way almost, where all the images of like the trees and like buildings and clouds feel almost dreamlike. So anyways, I hope you'll join us if you're interested for the second module of the Med-Free Solutions course on self-care, and especially on self-care for coming off psychiatric drugs. The info is below, and I look forward to connecting with you and to hearing more about your challenges with self-care and what self-care practices are actually most effective and meaningful for you. And I also recently released an ebook about nutrition, which I would love to share with you as well if you're interested. So I hope to see you soon, and I will put the links below so you can check out those things if you're interested. Talk to you soon.